Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Subnautica 2. Today, we're gonna be talking about best setup. When I say setup, I mean everything. From your biologicals to, things you use on the base as well, let's say. Let's get down to this one because I want to get this out of the way. Look, dash is the only thing that's useful here. Why? Because number one, you can run from predators, you can run around and grab materials. Anything that is movement is good in this game, because oxygen, apparently, obviously, let's say. And for the passives, look, there's only two passives that are good. The rest of them, yeah, and I don't have the Leviathan one. I'm never gonna get that. There are personal reasons for that. And there's the thing, look, if you have this one, if you're new to the game, this one will allow you to go and get the things that you haven't scanned or you have not found yet. So you can just grab this and go around and find bases and just get your upgrades from them. But for example, I got the glow in the dark just as an aesthetic thing. I have no usages. All of the passives in this game are so useless, and you get them so late in the game that they do not matter that much. This is the only good passive that exists out there, only because it's about movement. The rest of them are meh. Yeah, you can get the water or food increase, so you don't carry water or food, but you're gonna carry it. You don't even need to carry it. You can do whatever you want in this game and still have your HP and your water and so on intact and come back to your base. So that's meh, let's say. For the batteries and your, let's say, safe home, I would suggest getting these. But again, these are things that you get too late in the game, like the improved battery for both your hull and for your gear. You sadly acquire these too late in the game. You can still do it with level 1 batteries, but later I will make a video about what to do before the next patch. Upgrade your batteries as well if you could. For the setup, my base has my storages right where my pool is, because at some point you're gonna start making a base. If you haven't watched it, you can watch my base video as well. I have a generator room, I have a main hall, I have a storage hall for just the food that I'm growing around, and that place has its own storage as well, because I don't want to pick stuff, go down, store them, come back. I just pick stuff, put them there because proximity. We're gonna go back to why I have all of these and what's the food setup and so on. And this is my aquarium room. You have flashbanged if you get inside here. That dude flashbangs you. Ouch. For the power, I'll go back there in a second, by the way. As you can see, my base is currently producing 657 electricity. I have 8 batteries inside. I went overboard with that. The panels, these are just for aesthetics sake. What I did, I made another power plant. You can see it there. That power plant produces power and sends it via these connectors to my base. So I don't need to actually put these ugly things on my base. So I can just use them aesthetically. For processing and so on, I honestly, the crafting side of this game sucks. So no more than 2 processors are ever needed, and with the processors, you only basically produce food at this point. Yeah, nothing else. Aside from finishing the last quest that you have for getting the metals that you need for finalizing your game, there's no other usages. What do I do here? For the water, if you have watched my unlimited water video, you can basically just make an infinite amount of water with these. You just put them there, you load it, you come back, you will have a full thing full of water as soon as you want them to. And you get all of that fibrous pulpe from your base, basically, from the gardens that you have. I have another video about the unlimited food and stuff there. Then for the food setup, however, there is 3 options here. None of them are better than the other ones because there's a give and take. Number 1, use salads, because you have a farm up there. You can just grab everything from the farm, then you come to this place and you can just craft your salads. The other option is Carmolia chutney. let's say, you grow those green things on your base as well, but you will need sugar of Saturn. That needs a setup. And if you want to produce your local food like that, with those, there's no way for you to get sugar of Saturn, so you will actually need these metal farms. So what does these metal farms do? They give me lead, and they also provide me with salt. As you can see, like, there's a, by the way, thing, like, you need more lead than salt, because, well, salt is plenty. You don't get that much lead, and you don't need more than 5. So, let's say you get your salt from there, then you can come back and craft these. The difference is these give 20 food, these give 40 food to you. But you might think this is better than this, but the only difference is that this gives you more instant food that you can use in your travels as well, but this is faster to make. Why? Because in the processors that you have, let me show you, like, if this was automatable, look, if we had a recipe for sugar of Saturn here, sadly we have the useless grease being here, so there is no way for me to actually produce the salt or sugar without doing this. But look, it takes this much time, yeah, to produce 2 points of sugar, and then after you produce the sugar, you can then make 2 of these with each sugar. So look, and the crafting time is also like higher, but let's say, go to salad, see this? Salad is easier and faster to make, but the other one just gives you more food. So what I do basically, see, like, I have more of these than I have salads, so I produce the salads locally and I have them around, not for consumption, mostly when I just run out of stuff that I want to eat, I eat the other ones, but the rest of the days I just eat salad. And the reason is that I don't want to spend time just let's say making salt and sugar and farm and so on. So yeah, that's about that. About the base location, like, I found out that very early in the game, like, this game is a one-trick pony. Whenever you go somewhere, there is places that you can have the best base. The reason why I have it here next to the alien, like this hotspot that is here, after you move out of the first area and the first zone, you will come to this place. This place is actually made by the, let's say, creators or developers intentionally, because at some point players will move from the first phase of the game, from the heat section and from your starter zone, and you will have to get past the Kraken section and come to this side. And here you will need to actually set up a base. So look, they put this here, you have unlimited air without no need for electricity here, so you can actually come here, store things, go back out, make your base, go farm, come back out and keep making your base and so on. And look, they intentionally, like, there is absolutely no usages for this thing. This takes you to, like, there, right? This has no usages. The developers just put this here, so you put these things here. Pop, 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 pop. Where are you? Yes, these hydraulic. Look, you can put them there and you can get 12 power out of them. This is why they put this here, because they wanted the player to actually make their base here. And let me tell you one more thing, like, if you go that part to the acid pools and so on, to the east of the acid pools, this is, this is one of those trust me bro things. Most probably the next patch is gonna add an area towards northeast north. So I would suggest, like, make your end game place here, so you have an easier time commuting back and forth between there, and you will not need, let's say, making another base. So right now you can actually use the refund base thing. I can literally just refund any base I have anywhere, and it will drop like 80% of 90% of the material. This is buggy, by the way. It eats some of your materials. Okay, don't forget about it. So, because I don't want the material to be eaten, I have just random bases around. Like, they're full bases, by the way. They have processors and so on as well. But they're not as giddy and as fancy as this one. This one is like, yeah, this is my retirement home kind of thing. I haven't made a bedroom with Falafel Cthulhu here. I have a full base review as well, like you can watch that one, and later I'll make a video about how to make an aquarium again. But this is the full setup. Oh, one thing before I forget. For your chassis, for your Mr. Chassis, if you open your chassis, I have one of each. Yeah, look, tadpole depth, this is a given, you have to have this, or you're gonna suffer. Efficiency engine, just one. I have one for spike armor, so the collisions give me less damage, and cavity, this does not work that well. They still beat the living bananas out of you. But you can replace this with another energy efficiency, but that rarely matters. I have never had my pod actually destroyed aside from Kraken, and that was like the first time I saw him. That's it. And by the way, if you look at my power, let me tell you one thing. At any point of this game, using any other sources of power is garbage and is a mistake, because these things are too OP. You can make them everywhere. They give you power at night, daytime. It allows you to make your base wherever you want. And if you don't want to have a lot of, let's say, those, where your base is, you basically can make a power plant. Look, I even did not put a single light on it, so it does not even look or can be seen from my base. Look, my power plant is all the way over here. Look, I haven't made some of these because you can't see them. Look, each of these is giving about 1 to 2 energy right now. And yeah, even at night time that these things do not work efficiently, my base is running at full power without even using my batteries that I have on it. And also, look, this base location, as I said, it's intended. Look, you have iron, iron. You have titanium there, you have copper there. At the bottom side, you can go and find quartz near the legs. Like if you follow this little fella, there you will find your quartz, and to the northeast, east-north, like towards that side, you can go and find the other materials, such as these things that are useless at some point. And that's basically it. Let me know what you think about the best setup and so on, and what have you done by it, and don't forget to use this thing. Also, if you're setting like for long term in a location, I will highly suggest, if you see a clump of let's say resources together, grab this thing and put down a beacon on it. You will thank me later. Anyways, thanks for the likes, comments, hypes, memberships, supers, and everything else. If you have any questions about the game, mechanics, anything else, ask in the comment section. I answer all of the comments. If it's nighttime, I hope you sleep like babies. And if it's daytime, I hope you watch more videos so you can have aquarium and so on. See you in the next video, fellas. See you in the next video.